Have you ever noticed how the word Japan can cause otherwise pretty sane individuals to start making all kinds of outlandish claims about this country? Now, these claims can be either positive or negative, but they're always pretty much over the top. You almost never hear people say such things about their home country or just about any other country, but when it comes to Japan, it seems like anything goes. It's almost like the mere mention of Japan trips a switch in their brain. I like to call it the Baka Switch. Baka, of course, in Japanese means fool. And this Baka Switch, once thrown, it causes all common sense, logic, and critical thinking to go right out the window. The resulting mental condition that ensues after this switch is thrown is called Japan Derangement Syndrome, or JDS. Once you know its symptoms, you start to see JDS almost everywhere, in either of two manifestations. First, there is white JDS, and this is where sufferers run around with their latest Japan discovery. The ordinary becomes mystical, tech from Europe becomes only in Japan, and a toilet with more than 2 buttons is equivalent to a UFO landing. White JDS sufferers insist Japan invented punctuality, cleanliness, politeness, discipline, and apparently the human soul. A vending machine with hot drinks becomes a spiritual encounter. And then there is dark JDS. While white JDS can be charming or even cute at times, dark JDS comes from a place of hatred and disdain for Japan. Sufferers complain that Japan is done, Japan is changing, and it ain't for the good. Japan is xenophobic, misogynistic, and racist. Every policy change, no matter how routine, becomes proof that Japan is collapsing. With dark JDS, there is no context and no nuance. It's all adjectives. Both white JDS and dark JDS come from basically the same place. People projecting whatever they need onto Japan instead of looking at Japan as it actually is. And JDS sufferers are not necessarily one or the other. People often alternate between the two based upon some recent experience or happening and according to their current position within the 5 stages of living abroad. Very quickly, the 5 stages of living abroad are: number 1, the honeymoon stage. Life is perfect. Japan is perfect. You're perfect. All these amazing new smells and tastes and experiences. And you never hear a discouraging word from anybody. Next is the settling in stage. That's where you start getting accustomed to the different things you should do or shouldn't do, how to get to where you're going, where to find things in the store. You can now buy trash bags and know what each one is for. And even better, you put your trash into the correct ones all the time. But next comes the complaint stage. Suddenly, everything is inconvenient and annoying. You don't like how long it takes to get your paperwork done, or you don't like the crowded trains or being jostled when you're getting in, getting off at the train. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but still things are okay until you reach the next stage. The next stage is the homesick or Japan sucks stage. This is where JDS at its darkest sets in. Everything that happens is annoying. You start to hate when you see garbage in the street. You start to hate when you hear a car horn blast. You start to hate when the cyclists come zigzagging through pedestrian traffic on the sidewalk. Everything about Japan starts getting on your nerve. And once you get past that, though, you can look forward to the home sweet home stage. And that's the best. You've made your peace. Japan is home, quirks and all. That's when you really start to enjoy the true Japanese experience. Now, I can attest that all these stages do exist because I've been through all of them. There was one time that I hated Japan so much that I left. I was gone for 2 years, but after I realized what a mistake I have made, I was right back here again. And I'll tell you what, that home sweet home stage is the best. You're the most comfortable. Little things that used to annoy you, you shrug off, or you just take it as part of, that's the way it is. And there's not that much complaining about the way Japan is or does things. Just remember, JDS is never fatal. It's easily treated by just staying grounded, remembering context, and seeing Japan as a real place, neither a wonderland nor a dystopian wasteland. So if you do that, Japan soon becomes very much more comfortable and a lot of fun. It just takes a little patience.